1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Federal Cabinet, which met in Islamabad today, discussed overall political and economic situation of the country. Speaker National Assembly has called for closer cooperation between Pakistan and Azerbaijan. Chief of Naval Staff says Pakistan Navy is fully capable in defending the country's maritime interests vigilantly. Special Assistant to Prime Minister on National Security urges world community to take immediate measures to stop India from committing humanitarian and international law violations in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. APHC AJK chapter organized a protest demonstration in Islamabad today to condemn New Delhi's misleading statements about deletion of Kashmir dispute from the agenda of the United Nations. China says Indian troops have illegally crossed disputed Himalayan border and fired provocative warning shots at the patrolling soldiers. And now the news in detail. A meeting of the Federal Cabinet was held in Islamabad today with Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. The meeting discussed overall political and economic situation of the country. Speaker National Assembly Asad Kaisar has called for closer Pakistan-Azerbaijan cooperation for the development of political and economic relations between the two countries. Talking to Azerbaijan Ambassador Ali Alizadeh in Islamabad today, he stressed the need to reinvigorate parliamentary union of ECO member states. The Speaker National Assembly said Azerbaijan, being an important country in Asia, can play its role in the OIC and other regional fora to raise the plight of the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The ambassador of Azerbaijan on the occasion said his country wholeheartedly supports Pakistan's stance on Kashmir and stands with Kashmiris in their struggle for their right to self-determination. The Azerbaijan envoy expressed gratitude to the government of Pakistan for extending diplomatic support on the issue of Nagorno-Karabakh. The National Command and Operations Center has reviewed information technology arrangements, namely smart applications, to monitor the spread of coronavirus pandemic before opening of schools. The NCOC, which met in Islamabad today, was briefed on the application status being developed by Ministry of Information Technology and National Information Technology Board in this connection. More than 286,000 patients have recovered from coronavirus in Pakistan. According to the latest statistics, there are 6,726 active coronavirus cases in the country. 23,521 coronavirus tests carried out over the last 24 hours. 333 people tested positive. 5 new deaths have also been reported from the virus during the last 24 hours. The number of coronavirus cases across the world has surpassed 27.5 million, while the pandemic has claimed more than 89,742 lives so far. In the United States, more than 6.4 million cases have been reported, while death toll has reached over 193,536. In India, more than 42,84,103 cases of COVID-19 were reported, and death toll reached over 72,843. The government has opened the Asas Undergraduate Scholarship Portal for the submission of online scholarship applications for the academic year 2020-2021. In a tweet today, Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Poverty Alleviation, Sania Nishtar, said the portal will remain open till the 30th of next month. She said all students studying in 4 or 5-year undergraduate programs in 119 public sector universities of the country can apply for the scholarships. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said that armed forces of Pakistan stood vigilant and stand ready to defend the motherland. In a tweet, he said, "Today, we acclaim the professionalism and combat readiness of our forces." He said, "Courage, grace, and chivalry while facing the enemy has carved our destiny." Minister for Information and Broadcasting Senator Shibli Faraz has said that Pakistan Navy has a pivotal role in the defense and security of the country. In a tweet today on the occasion of Navy Day today, he said Pakistan Navy remained shoulder to shoulder with Pakistan Army and the PAF in the 1985 war and wrote a new history of gallantry and professionalism. He said on this day we pay tributes to the protection of the sea frontiers and the coasts. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Zafar Mahmood Abbasi says Pakistan Navy is fully capable and guarding country's maritime interests vigilantly. In his message on the occasion of Navy Day today, Pakistan Navy also launched its own initiative of regional maritime security patrols to provide secure maritime environment for the good of global commons. Admiral Zafar Mahmood Abbasi said Pakistan will continue to support Kashmiris' just struggle till the resolution of Kashmir issue. He said with the realization of CPEC project, Pakistan Navy is alive to its growing responsibilities and role in its success and security of linchpin Gawada Port. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Special Assistant to Prime Minister on National Security Dr. Mueed Yusuf has urged the world community to take immediate measures to stop India from committing violations of human rights and international law in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Talking to newly appointed Pakistan High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Mazam Ahmad Khan, in Islamabad today, he said economic diplomacy is at the core of all the diplomatic efforts. He asked the newly appointed High Commissioner Mazam Ahmad Khan for making strenuous efforts to further strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries. The APHC AJK chapter organized a protest demonstration outside the UN office in Islamabad today to condemn the Indian atrocities in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and New Delhi's misleading statements about deletion of the Kashmir dispute from the agenda of the UN Security Council. The participants of the demonstration on the occasion submitted a memorandum to the UN office demanding of the world body chiefs Antonio Guterres to take notice of the brutalities being perpetrated by Indian troops under the garb of coronavirus lockdown in the occupied territory. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the group of concerned citizens has expressed concern over promotion of the Devanagari script instead of the Persian style for the Kashmiri language. The Srinagar-based group, that includes former bureaucrats, vice-chancellors and academicians, in a joint statement maintained that the decision to impose the Devanagari script has raised genuine apprehensions about the future of the Kashmiri language. Meanwhile, in what testifies collusion between the fascist Modi government and top judiciary, Indian Supreme Court has refused to hear a petition seeking probe into the killing of 3 innocent Kashmiri youths in a fake encounter by the Indian troops in Shopian district on July 18 this year. China says Indian troops have illegally crossed a disputed Himalayan border and fired provocative warning shots at the patrolling soldiers. China's military spokesman, Colonel Zhang Shuili, said its soldiers were forced to take countermeasures. He said Indian troops had illegally crossed the line of actual control into the Shenpao mountain region near the south bank of Pangong Sao Lake. He said India's move seriously violated related agreements reached by both sides and stirred up tensions in the region. He also called on the Indian side to immediately stop dangerous moves, withdraw personnel who crossed line of actual control, and punish the personnel who fired the provocative shots. Meanwhile, India has rejected the allegations. In Afghanistan, 7 militants and 3 policemen were killed and several others injured in an exchange of fire in Kunduz province today. According to District Governor Nasiruddin Nazari, militants launched a massive offensive to overrun the district headquarters, Dasht-e-Archi. And finally, the weather report. Mainly hot and dry weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain and thunderstorm is expected in Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir, and adjoining hilly areas. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.